I am so impressed with this.
I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm loving creating this. It's art. It's, you know, just making dreams come true and showing people that, you know, that women can do it.
Share with you guys Jonnie's build in her van. Jonnie came to FredRock for Dee's van life meetup, and right away Misty gave you a tour in the side-by-side, and she said, Mom, you have to meet Jonnie. She's so nice. You are. You're one of the nicest, most generous people I've met in a really long time.
Thank you.
And then to see how talented you are with what you've done yourself with your van build, and now you're doing builds for other people. Jonnie, I want to get you to show me some of the highlights of your van build, and then I'd like you to show me your shop.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. One of the things that I really, you know, being able to put some raw live wood in here with the edge, and then incorporating the same wood with the lagoon table and with the shelf. I just love walnut. I love oak as well. My dad and I used to work with this all the time. And then being able to do the epoxy pour, this area was really, really fun to do. The reason why I made it so high is, as a travel nurse and having to get ready every single day for work, I could set my mirror up here, my toiletry bag, my showers right here, and it was just very convenient. And then it just gave me a tremendous amount of storage. I put all my clothes in the top two drawers, and in this drawer, all my pantry items go in there, and then bottom drawer, another just big drawer for, you know, all my electronics and miscellaneous stuff while I'm on the road, my tripods and all that. The two bench areas, I've got tons of seating in here, both front seat and passenger seat swivel around. Then I've got a bench area here, a bench area here. This one is my Nature's Head toilet. It's a composting toilet, and that one actually is a shower. And the best thing about that shower concept is there's no plumbing over there. There's a drain that drains into the gray tank, the same gray tank that the sink drains into, but that shower pops up, and all the plumbing for that shower is right underneath the sink. I just pull out the shower head, and it's 6 foot long. I hook the shower curtain up, and I've got a shower anytime I want it. Most of the time on van life, you shower at truck stops, you shower in gyms, but every now and then you come off a mountain and you're cold and you want to warm up, you want a hot shower. So that was kind of a must for me with the travel nursing and being a hiker. So one of the first things that you do when you do a van build that I do is I do the bed first. Once I know exactly how I want the bed to be put into the van, then I can start building everything around it. And I knew I needed a ton of garage space for all my outdoor activities, for tools along the road, and just storage space in the garage. So I made my bed pretty high, but it really works out well because I've got a step to get on it, and that doubles as a pantry. But the bed, we sleep back to front instead of side to side, which is really uncommon for builds. But when you get to a certain age, you know you're going to get up in the middle of the night. You don't want to climb over someone to get into the bathroom. So running it up and down was perfect. And then that left me a ton of room on the sides here for compartments that we can store stuff in. I've got my Wii Boost in here, our sleeping quilts are up at the top, and our computers go into the side ones. So it really got 3 nightstand areas on both sides. And then we didn't want to put cabinets up on the walls because we didn't want that closed in feeling. We really wanted that openness. So we just put baskets on both sides. You can see I've got some little pouches on the side. I can put my glasses in there at night. I can put my car keys in there. I want those close by me. The on and off switch for the lights, so it's perfect. Both sides also have USB ports so we can charge our phones while we sleep. Also plug in little mini fans when needed. One of the biggest highlights of this van that most people like is the refrigerator. This thing is a beast. It's empty right now, but this is the Cruise, it's the Isotherm Cruise 165. It's got a full freezer and a 5.1 cubic refrigerator. So it's just a massive amount of space. When I was travel nursing, I knew I didn't want to have to go to the grocery store every other day to get more food because I didn't have anywhere to store it. So this thing is just amazing. And you can wire it DC or 12 volt. And because I wire my entire van with the Blue Eddy, I really kept it just AC, and that it really doesn't use that much. Wraparound LED lights, I did go with tongue and groove on the ceiling. Really like the look of it. We went with the darker one on this van. I have done natural on a couple of vans. I do like that as well, but I think it goes well with the walnut counters. So, and then just some added decor. Kelly made the plants. I made the shelf. The kitchen area, it seems kind of odd that we've got so much woodworking in here, and then we went with just a curtain over the front. But I did this temporary when we were building it out. We took it out for a trip, and I thought, I'm just going to put this up there for the trip, and when I come back, I'll finish building the cabinet. And we loved it so much, we kept it. And it really does work out. It's an easy, just a couple of 2x2s, really. And I've got all my spices and coffee drawer, and then silverware drawer. This is just a bunch of kitchen stuff, and this is typically my laundry and bath drawer. I can hang a couple of shirts next to it. I've got a 1.5 gallon water jug down there. So my trash bags, my fire extinguisher, and my CO2 detector is underneath there. I do not have any propane in my build, but I still wanted the CO2 detector because I do run a Mr. Buddy for heat when I'm off grid, and I use a ceramic electric heater when I'm on shore power. So those are my two forms of heat, along with my 20-degree sleeping bags.
Jonnie, there are so many things that I really, really love about your build. Like, I'm not in the market to buy a van, but I'm always looking, like on the Facebook feeds and stuff like that. And so many people just do like a continuous ceiling and walls, and it really gives it kind of a boxed in kind of almost like a coffin, type look. So I really love how you did a different kind of wood and a different color on the walls, and then the way that you did the darker ceiling like that. I love your raw edge countertops, and the bed in my van is this direction as well, and I love that too. It gives you a ton of storage up under the bed. Jonnie, thank you so much for showing me your van today. Absolutely. I'm so impressed, and I can't believe that you did this entire build yourself.
Thank you.
Electrical wiring, woodwork, like
plumbing,
plumbing, cutting the hole in the ceiling for the Max Air fan, like everything.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little unnerving, but once you do it once or twice,
I love it.
Put it in.
Thank you for sharing your van with us.
Thank you.
So we're back at Jonnie's shop, and she's got like a whole setup going on in here in this little garage shop.
Yep.
And Jonnie, how many van builds would you say that you've done?
So I've done 6.
So you've done 6 full. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is your full-time job now?
So far it is. So far I'm staying busy. So I always have nursing to fall back on if I have a gap, but for right now, I'm staying busy.
I've had a couple of different people work on my van. I've had Larry from Ramblin' Man Conversions, and I think he does excellent, excellent work, but he only does builds part-time. And then I've had Griffin Automotive in Bon Terre, Missouri work on my van, but they're backed up. Like, I had someone from my channel call them, they're backed up for 6 months. Wow. And they don't really specialize in van builds. They specialize in custom cars, like custom car restoration. So I'm so happy to meet you. You're only an hour away from FredRock, and I've seen the quality of your work, and I'm super impressed with the ingenuity that you put into your builds. Yeah, so I'm really excited that I have someone else to refer people to that are looking for help with their build.
Awesome, I love that, love that. The number one thing that I love so far is there's so many builders out there that will only do certain builds. Like, this is what we offer, A, B, or C, and you have to pick A, B, or C. And I love making vans to whatever the customer likes, and just making that dream come true. I love it.
And girl, it is a dream come true. Yeah.
It's so fun.
Well, you do a great job, and I love seeing your work. So what are you working on right now?
Ram Promaster 2500, and it is the 159 wheelbase. And it's kind of a special project. It's new for me. She may go with the full solar setup, which most people that follow my channel, they know I use the Blue Eddy to power my entire van. I did that with Patty's and Lisa's. But on this one, I believe we're gonna do a full solar setup. And the other thing is we're gonna use 80/20 on this build, and she wants to cut some of that weight. So we do have some wood, that craftsmanship that I like to do in my builds. It is gonna have that, but all the framing to the cabinet bases, the refrigerator base, it's all gonna be out of 80/20. And so that's new for me. Gonna be a beautiful build.
All right, so I didn't know what 80/20 was. So I'm like, okay, girl, you have to explain to me, what is an 80/20 build?
Yep. 80/20 is a type of aluminum now. It's got the channels in it. It's kind of got like 4 pockets in it. So you can actually frame out cabinets with it, and it's super strong. It can hold a lot of weight, and then you can also finish it off to where you really don't see that aluminum. And it's the weight is the number one thing, and cost was a big part of it, because it's a little bit more expensive, so a lot of people didn't go with it. But now that lumber is so expensive, and it's going to probably become more popular.
So is it aluminum?
It's aluminum.
Okay,
yep.
So basically you're using aluminum in place of 2x4s.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, got it.
And it's got like, so the 80/20 company, the people that have engineered all this, they've got their own brackets, they've got their, all the connections, they've got everything that you need to build cabinet bases and overheads, and it's strong and it's lightweight.
Got it.
So.
Well, I'm excited. We're going to walk outside and take a look at the van she's working on right now. All right, so Jonnie, what you got going on in here? You got a blank slate.
So the thing that I love about these empty vans is that I don't have to work around someone else's work. This van did arrive here with the sound deadening material and the insulation up, but everything else is for me to do. So I put the 2 fans in, and then I built the boxes over the wheel wells so that I could make sure that I'm at the right height for the bed. So this right here is actually her bed frame. And then I just started cutting. This is all part of the framing. Those little pieces of wood will all go between the ribs up there, and then all these will go on the ceiling. That way the tongue and groove pine can go up there. I am just getting started on this build. She'll pick it up about the first week of May. It'll take me...
Girl, you better get busy.
Yeah, it takes me about 40 days of work, 40 work days to get it done. Maybe a little bit less on this one.
So Jonnie, I can't wait to see what you do with this van. So will you post progress videos on your YouTube channel with this one?
Yeah, I'll post them as I go. Typically every Friday, I post a video and just kind of show my progress, show some of the work, give some tips, and anything that I see of value to people that are doing van builds, I try to share it. Yeah.
Well, one thing that I've noticed about you already is you're very generous with sharing, and you're generous with your time and with your information.
Thanks.
Take a look at Jonnie's channel, Jonnie's Journey. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all so much. You keep watching, and I'll keep posting content.